With your webcam.
Yeah.
Webcam probably.
Nah, you must
You know,
have been.
you man are making it out here.
You must have been in it.
Like I'm a fucking cam girl,
A video
bro.
girl.
Like I'm charging the man for a fucking private show, bro. What are you talking about?
Jason's already fans of
Yeah. Like I'm pioneering this thing.
Jason the first with a ring light. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Fathers. We've got some new additions.
Edition.
No, and the reason why I say additions is because...
I'm with you. Continue. I'm with you. I just clapped. Yeah.
Right, okay. So we've got Ryan, who is my actual little brother.
But. The one with hair. The one with hair.
Yo.
Yeah, Ryan's got the hair gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jealous of Ryan's hair.
Of course.
Mine didn't grow like that.
You be jealous of anyone.
I'm not jealous of your hair.
You be jealous of anyone.
I'm not
Continue
jealous of
anyway.
your
Yeah,
hair.
continue.
Anyway, so we got Ryan, and you got your son. Tell about your son.
Bro, let him say he's got a son, bro.
I'm excited too. You know, it's my nephew.
Do you think, brother?
I've got a gorgeous 5
Introduce yourself first, man. What's your name? Where you come from?
My name's Ryan. Ryan from Manchester, as you can probably tell.
His accent's strong, isn't it?
It is.
Of course, man. Proud Mancunian.
Proper man.
Mancunian, mate. So I've got a beautiful 5-month-old son.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's called Arlo, and he's just been a delight. Saying to Dache before, I feel like we've been blessed with him because not had any problems so far. Been smooth running. But the sleep deprivation, but everyone gets that in it.
Yeah,
so
you didn't get
it's
that last night
standard.
because he was with me last night, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was roughing up your beard last night instead.
Yeah. But my beard's not as big as yours. It's not as strong as yours.
I know he's probably thinking, where's the rest of it?
Like your hair. I didn't even try and grab. I beat you to it because I knew what was going to come.
I'm glad you said that.
I knew what was going to come.
No. I just need to know what were you going to say, Jordash?
Exactly what I said, Jason.
No, pretty much in it. He's like,
But George would have said it funnier.
nah, it's fine. I'll allow him for now, man.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, for now. Anyway, you already got.
No, out. And then
Jason.
Yeah. What's going on? You know who it is. It's your boy. I've got a new little daughter. She's called India. She's 4 months old, and it's man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's hell, but it's a blessing.
2 girls, and
2 girls, man. You know it is.
Jeez.
Girl dad, yeah. But 2 girls, man. Glad so far so good.
I think you
as
should
Ryan
be a girl
said.
dad.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm more equipped with dealing with girls than I would boys. I'm too soft, so I think with a boy, to lay down the law, I'd struggle a little bit. So
You think?
I don't know. I think I'd have to at some point, innit? But so I'd have to get over it. But
What, you don't need to lay down the law with girls?
no,
I think it's a bit different. It's a bit different.
Yeah,
But I feel like you have no choice but to be like firm and hard with them, innit?
You're not firm or hard, neither is Carlos.
You don't think?
No?
That's good. No, that's good.
inside the yard, isn't it? You never know what happens inside the yard.
That's good.
Yeah, but you know what happens in here. And does Carlos and Remy then?
No, I think with Carlos, speaking from what I've seen on the inside, I think Carlos, it's very clear what Carlos expects from Remy, innit? And it's as simple as long as Remy is being respectful, is doing what he's told, then Carlos is cool.
But that's how I see you with a son.
No, I'd brook him in front of people.
But you literally just started off by saying that you're too soft. You say you're too soft, and that's what I'm thinking. Carlos is soft. Do you know what I mean?
Because I think soft is like, for example, Autumn gets away with absolute murder. Like, there's lots of things that she does that I'd say no, and she'd say, oh, please. Actually, she's a manipulative young lady.
Yes.
And for example, if she says, I want something, I'll say no. She'll say, oh, please, daddy. She goes, oh, please, daddy.
Pussy beauty.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And eventually she gets the wrong way because I'm soft. With a boy, I know that I couldn't be.
Yeah, they could do this. They'll try the same.
Yeah,
said-
they'll do
the
the exact
same
same
said
thing.
thing.
Like,
But for me,
Like, what are you doing them eyes for? Them eyes are not affecting me.
yeah. Come off that, bro. What are you doing?
You can't do that.
Let's ask the new dad, like, how in regards to finding it, or how you think you'll be as a dad in the future. Strict, laid back.
I think I'd be laid back, soft touch.
Yeah.
And I think that's because I'm just the youngest of 4, so I've always been the person that's looked after. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never had to like.
Don't do much.
Yeah, like back in the day, you always had an easy ride, man. Easy ride. Like back in the day, Anton and Steve might be like, right, watch them. Do you know what I mean? We're going out, or if we're at like a party or something, right, watch all the youngers that running around outside. Whereas I just had a free run.
Just to catch you there, don't you think you'll be doing your child a disservice if you are giving them a free easy ride?
I think
Because
for
you've
me-
got it, you've had it, but then that's you having it as the youngest.
Yeah.
Like this is your first, isn't it? So, like,
Yeah,
where
I think with me, it's more in terms of like safeguarding, in terms of discipline. So, for example, you know, like back in the day when you had friends that could stay up wherever and you thought, oh, their parents are so cool because they can do whatever. But then when they grow up in life, they don't have any self-control or no natural boundaries. So it'll be things where I'm thinking, actually, I need to help shape him for the future. That's where my discipline will be coming in, where I'm thinking, actually, even though he's doing X, Y, and Z, it's not that harmful right now. But I know if he keeps on that trajectory and keeps these, starts picking up bad habits, then I'm doing a disservice to him rather than saying, nah, don't do this or don't do that. Or it's like, actually, you know what, I need to pull him to one side and say, you can't be doing this because it's going to affect you like X, Y, and Z. And actually, how we need to behave is like this way. Rather than, I think
it's mad because I feel like the whole game has changed. Like, if you ask me how I would have been as a dad, like 5 years ago, like when Sereno was first born, obviously we got footage of how I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'll be like. But yo, I'm a complete different dad to how I was then. Like, obviously, as he's got older, I've understood I need to be more firmer with him, and like, yeah, I can see that the dynamics. Obviously, is my boy in it, so I've got him regardless, but the dynamics has now changed. Like, I am more firm with him. You can hear it in my voice. You can see it in my face. Like, yeah, we're not ramping now. Like you said, you have to set that path. But obviously, it's still 5 in it at the end of the day. So.
Would you say that then that's that boundary between father and friend?
Yeah.
Because you was, from my perspective, you was a lot
100%.
more friendly. Like,
Friendly, yeah.
You're Sereno's friend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll say, I was like, oh, I just want him to enjoy himself and be able to come to me with everything. But I still feel like, yes, you can do that. But at the same time, it's like, well, no, like, these are your boundaries. This is what you're required to do. And obviously, I've mentioned it to you previously. Now, for example, he does obviously a lot of activities. But for me, it's like, in order to do those activities, you've got to pay for that. And when I say pay, I mean like, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z. You've got a chart. If you complete these tasks, this determines what activity you're going to do. To just stop thinking like, okay, I do all these activities and it's just given.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work for it. Because then when I'm taking you to activity and say you're not up to par or not trying your best or anything along those lines, I'm like, well, that's on you. You've paid for it. It's not out of my pocket. And then you've just come and just like, oh, I can't be bothered today. Like, you've picked what?
You've earned,
you've earned
to
it.
go there,
So regardless, you've earned to go. So however you then perform in whatever you do, then I'm not really fussed because you've earned. This is what you've chose to do, innit?
That's where you're better than me, because I'll still be a bit pissed because I paid for it still. You might have earned it. I know what you're saying. He's earned it himself. But I'm still like, but I still paid for you to go.
But then you've done the graft to get there. But obviously, 100%.
But then if that's the case, then don't just do the graft and don't go. Do you know what I mean, though?
I get what you're saying, innit?
Like,
But nah.
If you don't go.
The thing is, he wants to do everything and that's the only way I could stop him from doing everything, because there's no possible way you can achieve everything that I've set out. There's not enough hours in a day to do it all.
So why are you setting impossible targets then?
So that you can work towards it, and at least on a particular day I can have my day to myself, innit? Rather than having to take him everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, that's not on you. That's not on me. That's on you. You did do what you need to do with it. That's on you. 100%. It makes sense. It makes sense. But then that's what I'm trying to say. Is like it's trying to build like the drive, resilience, and all sorts. Like it's not a given. You've worked for this, so now that you've worked for it, like why would you not try your best?
Yeah. Surely
you've done all the hard
surely
work.
you're gonna want to put all the effort in.
And that's just how life actually works, isn't it? Like I said, I see it because some people go everywhere. And the parents are like, oh no, I still need to take him. Just like, nah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're not thinking about your kid now. You have to think about 10 years, 20 years down the line, like what you're instilling now, it then has an effect in the future. Because if you don't, then you just have some unruly kid who just expects everyone to just give and do.
Yeah. And you come across them as well, like in high school in particular. You see the kid, like when there's a motive or everyone's gone somewhere and it's like, yeah, mum's picking me up, gonna do this, and you're thinking, right, your mum just drives you everywhere.
Yeah, but you see them though, when you see him in the back of the car and he said like Dad's taxi, you would have one of them signs, isn't it? Because the girls would be like, Dad, I need to go here, and you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not a dickhead. But my mum used to take me everywhere. Like I used to get picked up and dropped off everywhere.
No, I get that because at the end of the day, like
so did Ryan.
It's only right.
Why?
Picked up and dropped off everywhere.
Yeah, where did you go where you didn't get taken to, bro?
If I was going out the area with my boys, I could call mum or dad and say, can you come pick me up?
No, you might do, but then they'll send us.
Yeah, but no, it's different. No, he had used to contact. If anything, you won't necessarily have to contact mum or dad if yous were about and yous obviously drove. Like, for example, Carlos. Since Carlos was driving, but like, I can just phone someone to pick me up in it. Do you know what I mean? I won't have to necessarily rely on my mum and dad. But like more time, like I was saying, if I was going anywhere, I had a bike in it, so I was about it. But
mum and dad would pick me up. I got picked up and dropped off. But then I also caught.
But I think it's easy at the same time because now if I'm like, okay, Sereno older, gone out or anything, I'll be happy to pick him up just so I know he's safe in it. I'll be happy to do that. I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
But you might not thinking like it's a different world now compared to like when we were young.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I was saying. Like times have obviously like changed and whatnot. Like obviously, yeah, I get it. Like you can't pick your kid up from anywhere because set places where I wasn't thinking about. I can't phone anyone and say pick me up because what am I doing? Why am I here?
I should not be here.
I shouldn't be here. Now I've got to find my way home in it.
That was my situation.
Should be. And then make the phone call. Say, I've missed the last bus or something like that. Yeah, nah. But nowadays, obviously, like parents like Ubering the kids everywhere, innit? Like what? Where are you? Okay, Uber, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what would you rather do? Would you rather your kid be safe, or would you rather them?
It's true, but then like, because Tyler, he'll go out and they'll go into town or he'll go in the park. But he'll ask his friends. We set rules with him where I say to him, you need to let me know where you're gonna be. So like, if he wants to go to the shop, he will message me. And at first, it was quite good where he'll message and he'll go, "Oh, Dad, can I go to the shop?" Whereas now, little man will message me and tell me, "I've been to the shop," and I'm like, "But why are you telling me after the fact? The whole point is that I know where you are. But if you've already been there,
so
and then you've come back,
shop, where are you now?
So where are you now?" And that's the thing. But then obviously with him, I've just got because he's got his phone. I've got to find my iPhone. Yeah, he's got his location. So at any point, I'll just click on because Laura would even come to me and say like, "Oh, where's Tyler?" And I'll be like, "I'll tell you." yeah. And I'll just tell her exactly where his location.
Obviously, he's at that nice innocent age where he won't necessarily believe in his friends, the phone at his friends or something, and be like, "Yo, I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it."
Nah, because then when I ring him and he don't answer, what's gonna happen?
Yo, have you got an iPad?
I was busy.
Yeah.
Well, you can set your location from your iPad, so you can put his iPad at his friend's house. He's still got his phone on him, but the location's coming from his iPad.
Nah.
Like, you can do that, man.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Why are you giving advice to these kids?
No. And the reason why I know it.
I know. How do you know this?
Because his missus tracks it.
When we went to Miami a few years ago, some of the boys are getting in trouble for going strip club every night. So what they'll do is put the iPad in the hotel.
Some of the boys?
Not me.
Not me.
I told Becky straight. I'm
going to the strip club.
Yeah.
I'm a platinum member.
Yeah. Me go Miami, not go strip club. What's the point in going Miami, bro? There's no point. I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna stay at home.
Ryan, you might not know. Carlos and Jason, they used to do go to a strip club for their free drinks on a night out before they went out. That's like a little warm up, wasn't it?
Yeah, long legs in Manchester, bro. Ask about Carlos in there.
You might get wrapped up before a towel, you know.
Carlos in there, bro. Carlos went to the club fully charged, bro. Fully charged.
Oh, if only it was true.
Yo, but would you man give your kids like, I mean, obviously Tyler's got an iPhone, but would you man give your kids like iPhones and these Android phones, or would you give them like the kind of like the child friendly phones where you can find them easily and track
You got no choice.
Nah, I'd never give Autumn an Android phone just because I love Autumn. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You got no choice.
Like,
You got no choice.
Say that again.
I'd never give her an Android phone because I love her. I'd get her an iPhone. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like an advert, you know.
I thought you could be sitting in
iPhone 16 comes out in September, just so you guys know. Anyway, now what's this? I think the screens is one of the things, and going back to what we were talking about earlier, I think, you know,
screens,
like the phones and
iPads.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
I think, she'll get one at some point. I don't know.
But when? At what point?
What point? When you start secondary school?
Oh no, that's fine. Like, I was just saying, at what point would you give her that?
But there's also them phones, aren't there, which aren't like your stereotypical
Nah, she's getting a phone, bro.
Yeah, but what you're gonna do is you're just gonna set your child up to be a victim then.
Yeah, 100%. You get bullied, bro.
Because
it's the accessibility phone. What you got here for grandmas with big fuck off numbers on it. You get me, bro?
Give your kid a 3210. Get him a Nokia.
That's got a fucking SOS button on it.
Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that because then you're segregating your child.
When did Tyler get his phone? High school.
Yeah.
High school. Okay.
So now Layla, she's going into a last year in primary school in September. Her birthday's in November, and she knows she's starting high school next year. So she's like, so I'm gonna get my phone for my birthday or Christmas. So Layla's expecting a phone now, and she's like, because Tyler got his before he went, and I'm like, yeah, but Tyler's birthday's in May, and you got it in May, and then it was starting in September. So she's not following that, and then I've sort of said to Laura, well, we're gonna have to give it to her a bit earlier because otherwise, what my point is then she's gonna get it for nothing.
Yeah, true.
So if I wait until she starts school,
you'll have to give her a choice.
Then she'll get it for nothing. Whereas if we give it her at a birthday or Christmas, then it's actually for an occasion, and she'll value it a lot more.
What about Easter?
No, I'm not getting a phone for Easter. Imagine starting that one off, and then next Easter comes round and she's like, "What am I getting for Easter?"
Yeah, here's your egg.
Here's your eggs. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
So, but it is that high school thing, and them going to high school, and I think, from my point of view, it's going to be something that the school needs to control, or a government thing where they say, kids, either you bring your phones to school and then you put them somewhere safe, or you lock them away for the day, and then they get them back, or something like that.
Do you remember having a phone in school? I obviously had a phone in school, but I can't even remember like the intricacies around it.
Because hardly everyone had one, it wasn't a thing.
And you could do fuck all on it apart from send a text to 160 character letters.
I disagree though. Towards the end of high school, like everyone had a mobile phone.
But you could still do nothing on it.
Samsungs. Remember the Samsungs that couldn't vibrate and ring at the same time? They had to pick one or the other one.
Yeah, but Aaron, there was nobody was going on there and going onto Instagram.
Yeah.
I know.
There was no
Internet
socials.
was WAP.
Yeah, WAP, innit?
Internet was WAP.
It's true. Yeah, you watch fucking porn on WAP.
Bluetooth in pictures.
Yeah, you mad. What the hell?
2024, WAP has a whole different meaning, you know what I'm saying?
You can't say WAP though,
Facts. Hey, Carlos, man, chill out, bro.
Behave yourself.
Sorry.
I know Cardi B.
Man don't say nothing on episode and it's just WAP. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm out here on a child-friendly podcast.
Man's talking about WAP, you know.
WAP on his phone.
But everyone knew what I was talking about.
Nah, I had no idea, bro. Wireless access protocol.
But you know what? I think it must have changed differently because when I was starting school, I think pretty much everyone had some type of phone.
No, I think everyone had a phone, but like they said, it's like what you could use it for. Think about it towards the end of...
You're just getting cameras and you...
See, even at the end of school, like, BBM only came out after they already finished school and that, do you know what I mean? Even after they finished college, to be fair.
But the difference back in the day was once you got home,
it's
like
MSN,
one computer, Messenger, them little like.
But then that's what I said with MSN. That was towards the end of me finishing school. even so.
I was like,
MSN was from early in my school life. I used to love MSN, bro.
That was when I was on it, really.
Yeah,
So
I
that
was
was
on MSN, bro. Them grainy ass webcams.
Wow,
what?
webcam
What
and
you
that.
webcam?
Nah, it wasn't. You was on MSN.
With
Back
webcam?
then with webcam.
Webcam.
Yeah, but you're only a couple years. You're only a couple years older.
Message your friends, innit? You're talking about 13,
What were you
14
doing,
year
fam?
olds.
Like, no one else doing nothing. What were you doing?
You man should have gone.
I must have been late, but like I said, for me that was towards the end of me finishing school.
Yeah.
So you would have been in like sixth form or college then.
I was in.
Webcam.
Yeah.
Webcam probably.
Nah, you must have been.
You man are making it out here.
You must have been in it.
Like I'm a fucking cam girl,
A video
bro.
girl.
Like I'm charging the man for a fucking private show, bro. What are you talking about?
Jason's already fans of
Yeah. Like I'm pioneering this thing.
Jason, the first with a ring light.
You wanna make it as innocent, bro. You wanna make it. Why are you laughing over there, dickhead? Yo, get some composure, man.
Yo.
Oh, you wanna pricks, man. Anyway, bro. Anyway. So how you finding being a father, man?
Nah, Ryan's got all that to come though, man. Like, you're at the
Now Ryan's crying, bro. At my expense.
probably right now for you, it's probably one of the most difficult stages because you don't know how to deal with it and like you can't communicate with this little person. How are you finding that?
You know what? I've just been trying to not get too caught up on it when it's, you know, like when because it's teething at the minute, so it could be just chilling in your arms and then it'll just start crying. So it's try not to get overwhelmed and thinking, oh, what's he crying for? What does he need? What does he need?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just try soothing him. Just try to do the best you can. Obviously, you can't actually ask him what's wrong, but sooner or later, when you start just ticking off the boxes, right? He's not hungry. He's not due a nap. He's not. He's already had some cowpaw or what is it? Maybe just he just needs a cuddle. Yeah. Just thinking like instead of getting frustrated, just try and find out like why are you actually crying? Like, what is the reason? And sometimes it just stops crying, and I'm thinking, I don't know, man. This is just a mystery. Maybe just something that his teeth might have been hurt in a second, and it's been settling back down. But as long as it's settled, I'm like, all right, it's calm. Not trying to think too much into it.
As a new dad, are you like a hands-on dad? Are you a less hands-on dad?
Yeah, hands-on. So for like my paternity, I saved up some annual leave, so I had 5 weeks altogether. And then what our schedule was that I used to go to bed at like 9, half 9. Then I'd have him till like 1, 2. Because he used to have a feed every 2-3 hours. So I'd stay up till about 2. And then put him into bed, tuck him in. And then next time when he wakes up again, then Anik will take on. She'll wake up and do the feed till like 7, 8. And then I'll just wake up and then we'll just both just then sort of take it in turns. Sort of. So, yeah, it's hands-on, but I really enjoy it.
You seem to fully embrace it.
Yeah.
Every time I've asked this guy, he's like, oh, I love it. I'm thinking, rah. Nah, you. I was like, nah, you're finding it easy. Like.
But that's what I'm saying. I think we've just been blessed with him because he's just not.
He's
just not been. We've heard like babies had like colic or they're not settling. Nothing that we can do to settle in up all night, just crying. But I've not experienced none of that.
Yeah, for
so
me,
it's like
it got easier as it went on, but and everyone's like, nah, that first initial stage was the easiest. Thinking, what that? No chance in.
You know what I say? That the first week, I was like, yo, this is calm. The first week was so easy. I said, was the easiest week. And we was thinking, nah, this ain't something. He must be like cooking some problems or something for us because the first week it was calm. I thought, nah, this is easy. This you can get through it.
You're mad.
But then it did get harder, like the going on. But all in all, I have to say, like, it's just been such a good experience. And for me to be like, oh yeah, it's been tough, but it's been tough like in general, like it's tough for everyone, but not in particular. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I've had a great time.
In terms of how easy it is, do you have ample amounts of help or do you have little bits of help here and there? Or
yeah, you know what? It's good because we've got a lot of support.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of support. A lot of support, and I think it's even easier because like when obviously Anton, all his, you know, Layla and Tyler, they were born in Hull. But we've got my mum, she's only 20 minutes away. So if it's getting a bit too, we need anything, she's literally just down the road. She's only 15 minutes the other side. So do you know what I mean? We're surrounded. Anit's got her family and her friends. Like her best friend just moved round the corner. Okay. So I think next week she's taking him to a playgroup while Anit has an appointment. So it's like we're really lucky with the sort of support that we've got as well.
For raising kids, you need that support, because if you don't have that support, then like you're saddened in it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same way, like I've said to Aisha, same way like everyone's there for us, we're there for her. And because the boys are so close in age,
so my little sister's had a baby as well, to point out.
Big up Aisha.
So Aisha's had a baby, and baby Arion, and that was he's came a month after Arlo, didn't he? So there's a month gap. So I've got 2 new nephews a month apart, which is quite nice. And a lot for my mum.
But she loves it, you know. She loves it. There's been times that I've like.
I have them both.
Yeah, literally. I've dropped Arlo when I've been going to the football.
You dropped him?
At mum's. That lucky. I'm not done that yet. I got close one time and nearly rolled off the bed, but I managed to just.
Yeah, you get some sort of superpowers.
Yeah. Dad. Yeah, but when they're both kicking off and they're both due a feed at the same time, my mum's like, yeah, just leave him there. Yeah, don't worry, you go to the game.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was saying to you before, man had to drop my season ticket and everything, just to help out and that. But you
that's what I mean.
You managed to still go.
Yeah, because he just takes a baby and drops him off to my mum's and he goes to the match.
That's what I'm trying to say. Nice, that's nice.
It's nice. Literally can't complain about nothing.
But then that's what I was trying to say to Ryan before. Obviously, it makes a difference, like, because Arnold's is on bottle fed, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, with Sereno wasn't bottle fed.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So, like I was saying to Ryan, I said I felt like I was like, what was the point in me? Do you know what I mean? Like, it was fair. I was just like, okay, what do I do in it? Like, I couldn't feed him at night or nothing. So it's like, what's the point in both of us being awake? Like, if I can't help in it. But that's like a big difference, because then, I was saying if he was bottle fed, then I could have took him more in it, and I could have done more with him. But I was just there, just like a passenger for time in it. I think so. I think he was like 2 when he stopped being best friend. Do you know what I mean? He's like a big old kid. I'm like, it's time for you to come off now. Time for you to come off. But that's probably made a difference, because then would have been more inclined to be able to leave him elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And people could like look after him or whatnot. But I think that makes a big difference.
So Ryan, are you doing night feeds? Are you that guy?
Well, luckily, don't have to do them now. It was just only at that initial period, because now it wakes up around 5.
Bro, that's a night feed. He was up at 4 o'clock this morning. That's a night feed.
Yeah, but I don't do that though.
So then just say no, you don't do night feeds then, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, man.
Just say
kind of a conversation, you know what I mean?
Man says
sleeping in it.
Thank you. He has no idea what's going on. Just say you know you don't do him, bro. Can't tell the niggas on the phone.
Let's get Eddie on the phone.
Like he's a good guy. Nah, you know what? Now we don't have to do them anymore. You know. I don't do them anymore.
He was sleeping through.
James, that's what I thought as well. It was nice.
To be fair, I said, I don't do no.
There you go.
Said, I don't do no.
It didn't explain the intricacies, but
and then his brother goes, yo, it was about 4 last night.
Ryan's sleeping.
Yeah.
My work, man.
Yeah, but you're back in work now, innit? So you're bound to be asleep. You're bound to be asleep at that time. I'll defend you, bro. Even though I'll put you out there.
You did.
Controversial question for you, man. Then, so do you man believe that if you've got like the bigger job or the better paid job, or you are the major breadwinner in the household, then you deserve to not have to get up at night time with the kids compared to the person that doesn't?
Let me just say something though, bro, and not to be controversial or anything, but I just had a daughter as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's going really well for me. Thanks for asking, bro.
I'm following the conversation. That's what I'm doing.
It's going really well for me. I'm still doing night feeds and shit.
You're night feeding?
And, now we've got family around us who help us out and all this. Don't worry about it, bro. Anyway, so what was your question again, bro?
Nah. To be fair, how's life?
Listen, I promise you, I'm not gonna answer it now.
Yo, just continue where you're going. Continue where you're going. Continue, and we can come back to that.
I feel like we probably should just touch on.
No, we can touch on that. Just continue where we was going. You follow the direction of the convo, innit?
What I was gonna say is, since Ryan's gone back to work now,
You always dictate.
Yo, you're dictating, man.
You always dictate.
since Ryan's gone back to work now, and he's like, I guess you are you the person who's bringing in the income while Anik's still on maternity leave?
Yeah.
So do you feel? And the question goes to all you.
Yeah, I
man.
thought it was a question for all.
Yeah, all you, man.
Let him finish, bro.
Is it a situation where if you're the person who's the major breadwinner in the household, if it is you or your other half, the person that isn't the major breadwinner should be the person getting up at night with the kids, doing a bit more compared to the person.
Can I just add a bit of caveat to that question? Because you're saying breadwinner versus not the breadwinner. So you're talking about the one that's working versus the one that's on maternity leave.
Or the person that brings in more income.
I'm just saying because then that makes it down a bit different.
At this stage, it's different.
So basically, you're always saying now is if the woman earned more than the man,
And she just gave birth.
she just gave birth.
Then she's expected to just go back to
Yeah,
work.
basically, he's
No, what I'm saying is in Ryan's situation.
But we're talking about all of us.
No, I'm just trying to say. Let me explain. Let me get my point out, man. So for most women, when they have the babies, they have at least 6 months off, don't they, on maternity leave? Up to a year.
No,
yeah.
some people can't. Yeah.
Some.
Becky's self-employed.
What I said was.
Went back after 6 weeks.
So what I said was most.
Yeah, but how you determine this average? This is what I mean. Just say what you're saying in it without saying most. You don't know that. He actually doesn't know that. But continue.
Based on stat map pay, let's say that.
Yeah, but
However long that
a lot
is.
of people don't get that. I'm only saying that because
That's
you just say most. You used to saying a most, but I've been in environments like the one place where I used to work, like they didn't give
maternity leave at all.
No, they got the standard 6 weeks.
Statutory max.
Yeah,
Is that 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
That's what I was trying to clarify. Yeah. Is that 6 weeks?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to. And that was them. As do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never.
So
been
that's what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of places.
I've never been to these. What is that? A call center or something where they're trying to do something madness like that?
I think it's like more smaller businesses.
Yeah, smaller businesses.
The private sector, they can do.
And then private sector, and then obviously then you got a lot of places. You got a lot of places where like especially in private sector, people just started working or something along those lines. Or
So
do you know what I mean?
No, in the majority of private sector, and I will confirm this because if you want me to, I'll search up the stats on this. But the majority of SMEs, so small to medium businesses, because that's what. Small to medium businesses, that's what the majority of them are, they would have a maternity policy in place, and the maternity policy can either be given to, it's mostly for the women, and then recently there was government changes that the man can take that maternity leave instead, and the majority of that is, it's a 6 month standard thing, and then it can be extended from there, so the majority
it depends on the company.
but the majority of workplaces would have your 6 months maternity leave.
Okay.
Right. So what my point is so now that you've agreed with what I said in the first place, what I'm saying is you have. So the majority of workplaces will offer 6 months maternity leave, right? So if you're having your 6 months maternity leave, Ryan. So let's just put it in Ryan's scenario now. He's been off for 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. My scenario, I was working. I did the same thing where I took 2 weeks off and I had 2 weeks paternity. Mm-hmm. Laura was off for a year. Yeah. So obviously for those first 4 weeks, I did the majority actually because Laura had got cut and she had a longer recovery. So I was supporting Laura more. But then once I went back into work, it switched round because Laura was like, well, you need to get up because you're going to work full time and I'm at home.
If that was the opposite way round.
Yeah, but if that was opposite way around, but just because the female's a breadwinner doesn't mean that she's not going to take her maternity leave. She may be the breadwinner, but they'll still say, I might be the breadwinner, but I still want that 6 months or whatever with my child. So I'm the breadwinner, but for the next 6 months, you're going to be the breadwinner because we're going off my paternity. And then it's still, you're going to work. So I'm off with the child. It don't matter at that point who's the breadwinner because it's whoever's off. If you're off with the child and you're not going to work, then I would be like, well, surely logically you would get up with them and
you have to do more.
or do the night. That's
what you have to do because you're not working.
Yeah,
precisely. But then for a woman, say for example, if that was the case, and she's had a cesarean or whatever, because that takes like a longer time to recover, but then that's what is another topic for conversation because then you have to budget. Like who's the breadwinner in your household. So then prior to them going off on maternity, then you've got to budget that, because just in case anything did happen, where like the woman is the breadwinner, so.
But you're planning on her going back to work in this scenario.
If I'm just saying, if this scenario, she's the breadwinner,
and the man's taking maternity, and the man's going to take paternity, and she's going back to work.
He's going to take paternity because she has to go. No woman would want to do that anyway.
No, but I'm just
I'm just saying, like, obviously, no woman would want to do that because I feel like
they want to make that bond, but
not even a bond. I feel like they feel like they deserve it, innit? Because they've been pregnant for all this time, and then the push like no woman in reality would necessarily want to go back to work. I think a lot of women, ideally, if like money was no object, they would like to have that time off with the kid. Like you said,
I think it depends on the woman. I don't think you can say majority. I think it depends.
I know a friend of mine who's give birth and she wanted to go back to work, and the dad had to take
because
maternity.
Because obviously like certain people have like like they can't handle it, innit? I forgot what it's called, innit? What's it called?
Talking about postnatal depression.
Yes, that's it. I forgot the word.
But let's say we fast forward a little bit. So we're not Ryan's scenario right now. So that's what's going on there. But for you, man, who've got older children, and I guess there's different financial dynamics in your households and so forth, and potentially some of your kids get up at night time or whatever. Would you in your relationship or in your thoughts, do you believe that the person who has, I guess, the more important job within the household should have to do less?
I think that's bullshit, man. With all due respect, I think you're a family at the end of the day, and it's regardless of who does what job, you do whatever you need to do for your family. Like I'm the breadwinner in my house by a considerable margin, but I get up every single time Autumn cries at night time.
I get up every time Remy cries in the night. But that's because I know I can fall asleep like that.
And so, I know that I can put Autumn back to bed, so I'm doing what I'm good at. So rather than me saying, right, I need my rest, Becky, get up.
It's
I
more
know
to do with sanity, innit? Like within your household,
right,
as well.
And to go to your earlier question, right, in regards to being on maternity leave anyway, I think the important thing is that, in an ideal world, the woman gets up, or the mother gets up, or whoever's on leave gets up. But at the end of the day, from my own experiences, Becky really, really struggled, at night time, and she was getting really tired, and she's getting really, like, it was really tough on her being pregnant. She turned into a very, she's got postnatal depression, let's be honest, you know what I mean? So at that point, as a man, like, as a husband, as a father, can I sit there and say, right, well, I've got to go work tomorrow, right? So she's on maternity leave, she's going through it, but I've got work tomorrow, so, whoops. So off you go. No, I start getting up in the middle of the night, sleeping on Autumn's floor, and doing night feeds, and I made that sacrifice for the family. So
because you get like set man who are like, no,
don't get me.
I want to go sleep in the spare room.
Nah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know. We know someone of them who are pieces of shit who didn't do nothing.
Do you know what?
There's
some people like. Again, where I worked, because obviously I used to think, wow, I'm up at night as well. Like both of us will be up at night, innit? And then, like I was saying before, I used to think, wow, there's no point in both of us being up if you
can't do anything.
But obviously, obviously after the affair, I used to wind them and whatnot. So I used to try and set them and get them back to sleep. So in theory, I was doing something, but I wanted to do more because that's why I was like, I'll just take him. But I remember at the time, and it was like, there's no point because even if you took him, I'm still going to be awake because I'm not going to be able to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Naturally, I'm not going to be able to sleep. But then when I spoke to other people, like, their missus has been like, you just sleep in the spare room. I fully get that. Like, you rest, but then it's what works for your relationship.
100%.
Because then at the same time, they'll be like, okay, you can go to sleep, but you just wake up early and you take them at like 5 o'clock or whatever. And then you just operate with them, so I can then have my sleep, and then before you go where we'll swap back over again.
And that's what we did in our house. Similar to your situation, like I go bed late anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm up until it used to be a lot later before I had 2 kids, but I'm up until like 1 o'clock every night anyway.
And
so
that's late now, isn't it? That's
so late. 1 o'clock is late, bro. I used to go in bed. I used to go sleep at 3-4 in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
And what time are you waking up from that?
By 8 o'clock, right? I used to
hardly any sleep. I feel like that's me now. Like so, 2 o'clock.
But like now, I'm like
just touching bed down.
Now?
Yeah, and then I'm up like early, man. Early. It's long.
Like last night, let's look at last night for example. Last night I went bed at India went bed at 9 o'clock. Autumn woke up at 12 o'clock. So I went into Autumn's room at 12 o'clock. Autumn went back to sleep at about 12:30. Cool. I get back out the room, go into my bed now. India starts squirming. I'm awake, right? Unfortunately, And I was saying this to Laura before. Unfortunately, Becky now knows that I'm also awake. Right? So I've got to take India. So I took India until 3:30, which means finally went back to sleep. 4:30, Autumn comes into the room, and she's ready to go start the day. So I'm up at 4:30 again, and I've been up ever since. It's hell, bro. It's hell, bro.
So leading on from that question, how you finding it with 2 kids?
It's hell, bro.
Is it hell?
It's hell.
Is it because of close age or what is it?
Whenever I think about having 2 kids, there's always, honestly, I swear to God, there's always one thing that always comes to my mind, and that's when we're on this pod and we're speaking about having another kid, and I remember Dache was like,
No.
Yo.
Have you changed your mind on that?
Whatever happens, isn't it?
and I remember thinking, it's hell. Ideally, I wouldn't have had 2 kids so close together. I would have had them a little bit older
would you
apart.
prefer
prefer to wait,
okay.
But my hand was pushed by by situation that way.
Life, innit? Yeah.
But what I'll say to you is, as a person who's got 2 kids where the age gap is just over 2 years, it 100% gets easier. The beginning, it's definitely rough, but it gets easier.
Yeah.
Especially when they can communicate, and depending upon the situation with each child, if it's like, I don't know, for example, my situation is my oldest is way rougher than my youngest. When it came to the oldest, going near the youngest, it was like, we need to keep the younger one safe from the heavy-handed older one. Do you know what I'm saying? But then now, the younger one, she's just durable. It's like, I call you ramp. Go have your fun. So everything will change, man. You've got to get through it, innit? I think that's parenting in general.
I think that is parenting in general. I think there's always one phrase that I say, and it's proper cheesy, but I love it, right? And it's, the days are long, but the years are short.
Yeah.
That's true.
And there's times when you, as a parent, right, and and like I can tell, like when I'm tired, and it's been one of those days when because Autumn's sassy as hell, man. Like she's so sassy. I just want to slap her face off, but I love her too much, and she tell her mum. But you're just one of them days when the kids have just tested you and tried you, right?
Every day.
And you can feel and you can feel yourself, your patience is just short and short and short. And you have to take a minute and just, because honestly, man, it's hard. It's really, really, really hard. And sometimes you literally, all you can do is survive.
I agree. I think I took from this podcast, I think it works well for me nowadays, is Dache once said that he will always apologise to Sereno if he thinks he's gone too far or done something wrong.
Yeah. Used to. I don't do that no more.
I used to not do that, and then nowadays I'm like, nah, you know what? If I don't show my children the right way of doing things, then when they grow up, all they're gonna learn is the wrong way of doing things. And it's not okay. I think the difficulty, in my humble opinion, is if there is a difference of opinion in how you're parenting your child, if the other parent gets involved, it's that discussion about what's the best way to deal with that particular situation, because we're all growing up differently in different households,
100%.
and everything's different, innit? And what feels right for you may not feel right for the other one. Definitely. Or what's influenced you at that moment in time. For example, Dache influenced me with saying that other people may not agree with, so I think that's a very difficult dynamic to kind of go around.
Now, I would say it definitely is difficult because, on the real, I do still apologise in it, but like I said, it's a lot of times I don't think I'm in around these days. So that's what makes it hard, innit? But at the same time, like I said, I've learned because in school, like something must have happened to him in school, and he was an older kid. And then I said to Sereno, did the kid apologise? And he said, no. I said, what do you mean he didn't apologise? He's like, yeah, he didn't apologise. So obviously I picked it up with school and said, well, this is what's been happening to him in school. And the kid didn't apologise, and it makes it difficult because when I'm telling him to apologise, now he's like looking at and like, no, he doesn't want to. And it's like, if you've hurt someone or done something, even if it was an accident, just say sorry, like regardless of the situation. But then it was I'm thinking, why does this kid not like to say sorry to people? And he's getting frustrated. And then when I heard that, I thought, wow, this probably has added to it because like things are happening and people are not apologising. So why does he? So I pulled that school up and they got the kid to apologise to and whatnot. But I was just like, regardless, just apologise, innit? Like it just makes it easier. But yeah, like you have like lots of different things influence kids, and it not just your home; it's outside your home as well.
Yeah, but then just to wrap up, just for it does get older, and then it does get older. It does get easier as they get older because in mine now, they're 2 years apart, but they just entertain each other. They'll just play with each other. Do you know what I mean? So, and they've done that ever since from when they was younger. Do you know what I mean? From when they could start interacting, probably similar to how yours are now. They've started to come a lot closer and interact, even though they argue like cat and dog and they fight like cat and dog. They still love each other and then they'll still back each other up. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.